Hi, it's Devorah Gila-Berkowitz, and for day 21 of Counting of the Omer, the energy is called Malchut, sheb'TIferet. So this is the self-respect and dignity in balance, harmony, and compassion. So when it comes to finding emotional balance for women, this can be so difficult, especially when they're overwhelmed and frustrated in the scenario in their families. And often there are two major scenarios that cause them to feel emotionally off balance, and that is the kids are going crazy or the spouse is going crazy. Okay? And these can lead women to feel really emotionally off balance because they don't know what to do. So I'm going to give you 4 ideas of things that you can do to handle these kinds of situations. Okay? So number 1 is talking to yourself. Now, talking to yourself is really, really great to use when your kids are going nuts, when there's lots of sibling rivalry and fighting, and maybe the baby's crying and they're demanding and all that kind of stuff. Okay? So talking to yourself can calm you down. What you want to do is look at what's happening and say out loud, okay, the baby is crying and, these two are fighting and I'm hearing lots of loud screams, and just really talk yourself into more a state of calm. Okay? Tip number 2 is to hum to yourself, right? So this is especially good if you are feeling overwhelmed emotionally with regards to your spouse. Okay, you don't want to really talk out loud to yourself in front of your spouse because that could be misconstrued as being rude. Okay, but you can hum very, very quietly. Okay, if you're starting to feel very emotional, maybe your husband's being feeling extra pressure, and maybe he's taking it out on you and being critical, or maybe he's getting anxious or worried or something, right? And it has nothing to do with you. But in order to maintain your sense of emotional balance and your self-respect, right, what you want to do is to hum quietly to yourself. Maybe there's a song you can plan ahead of time that you'll do in this moment, or just some notes up and down the scale really softly so that they can't really be misconstrued as being disrespectful. Okay, so humming is very calming. Okay, the third thing you can do if you're being overwhelmed in your space is to step back physically. Okay, and that creates an energetic barrier between you and your situation. Number 4 is to physically remove yourself from the situation, politely excuse yourself, go into a room quietly, and place your hand over your heart. And you can close your eyes and just breathe. Okay? The breathing gets oxygen to your brain, which is really, really important so that you can start thinking clearly and not get caught up in all of your emotions. Okay? So again, number 1, talk about what's happening to calm yourself down. Number 2, humming quietly to create a sense of greater well-being inside of you. Number 3, physically step back to make an energetic separation. And number 4, to physically remove yourself from the situation, place your hand over your heart. You can close your eyes and breathe. So I hope that was helpful. Please feel free to leave me any comments or feedback on this video. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, I want to bless you with a sense of self-respect as you take care of your emotional balance.